Hello and welcome back to the house renovation series. This is the house update video. I'm very excited to share with you guys what Kirsty and myself have achieved on our budget with this house. No major structural changes to the house were made. Again, it's a budget thing. We never intended to spend a huge amount of money on this build. We're happy enough to give it a fresh and modern feel. Where do we begin? Let's start on the ground floor. This is how the hallway looks. As you come in, you see the stairs going to the second floor, and then the corridor leads into the kitchen. And on the left, before the archway, you got your door to the living room. And as you walk through, you get an even bigger hallway where we have access to the downstairs bathroom and a storage closet and a narrow reception room that we're planning to convert into a spare bedroom. Every single wall and ceiling was covered in wallpaper. So the first thing we done around the whole house in one go was strip it of its wallpaper and get rid of the carpets. Removing wallpaper is not fun at all. Hey, don't laugh. This was the most tedious part of the whole house transformation. I am breaking a sweat over here. I think this haircut is perfect for this kind of activity because I'm keeping cool, A lot of mess has been made from my wallpaper stripping. I have no idea why there's wallpaper on the ceiling. I'm not a big fan of it, so I'm getting rid of it. So after the hallway was fully stripped to basics, some of the walls needed plastering before they could be painted. You know what? There's a couple of dodgy walls. Like, I was removing the wallpaper from here, and then this wall started to crumble. Looks like we're gonna need to plaster this up as well. All right, so I've done pretty much the whole hallway. I need to do the bottom bits. Look how satisfying this is. Just get one bit and just peel it off as one whole bit. We decided to go with a grey colour laminate floor for the ground floor instead of carpet, as it was easier to clean, especially in the area that's going to be receiving a lot of traffic. And after a trip to IKEA, the hallway was complete, and here are the results. I installed a Philips Hue sensor, so when it detects motion, it triggers the lights in the hallway and switches off by itself when no one's there. Something I'm glad we now have, as I hate remembering to switch off the lights after myself. It's just one less thing to worry about. Now, I'm gonna find it hard explaining where we got all our shelving decorations from because it was all Kirsty's touch. I didn't have much to do with it. And she sourced these things over time, so give it more time and I'm sure things will change around. Livy got me a little bonsai tree. Look at this. This thing is incredible. I don't want to pick it up and drop it. Like, I've got soil on me already. Thank you, dude. No, no worries. This goes in the shower, so that's not here. I'll put that in the shower. But look at this. That's it. That was a nice finishing touch. Thank you, dude. You could be very minimalistic. Also, through the hallway, there is a reception room. The previous people that lived here used it as an office, but both mine and Kirsty's offices are located upstairs, so we wanted to turn this into a spare bedroom in case we have anyone stay over. At one stage, it was used as a storage room, but that was all moved up to the loft, so there's completely no more space in the loft. I remember in the house reveal video, a lot of you guys were saying, oh, turn it into a podcast room, turn it into a pool room. No, there's no more space up there. I'm sorry to crush those dreams. The walls were then replastered to get a smoother finish as they looked quite rough. We laid down the same laminate floor as we have in the hallways. We also changed the light switches and the sockets. This room is quite narrow, so automatically you'd assume, maybe put a single bed in there and you have space on the side for your things. However, we already had a double-sized bed that fit perfectly wall to wall, so we managed to squeeze that in there. A fresh looking room for a guest with a chest of drawer for storage. We could probably give this room more character or some more artwork. You know, that corner lamp actually gives it a very cozy and warm feel. Overall, very happy. I don't spend much time in that place at all. I forget that we even have it, but it's nice to have, again, like I said, if anyone comes over to visit. The storage cupboard also had a refresh. In the future, we might install a couple of shelves, maybe a rail so people can hang up their jackets. And I'm out here just impressed with how the little light switch in there switches off once the door is closed. See, it's the little things like that impress me. The downstairs toilet we didn't touch at all. I really like it how it is. It suits the modern vibe of of what we've done to the house already. Okay, moving on to the kitchen area, something that I won't be showing you guys because we've done nothing to it, and I might want to save it for a future video, but because it's in a good condition, it's old-fashioned but in good condition, it doesn't make sense spending a whole bunch of money on redoing the kitchen when everything works and functions perfectly fine there. I'll tell you what, if this video that we're watching right now gets over 1 million views, then a kitchen renovation is very possible. So, you know, I'm just saying, watch the whole video and share it. Get it working in the YouTube algorithm. But for now, we'll keep that private. We also had the house kitted out with a security system and a bunch of cameras monitoring the property 24 hours a day. And on the topic of privacy and security, thank you to today's sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN is a virtual private network that encrypts your internet traffic and protects your identity. And currently, with every purchase of their 2-year plan, we'll get you 1 additional month free when you use my coupon code Constantine at checkout. Even if you have nothing to hide, you probably don't like the idea of being watched and tracked. With NordVPN, you can protect your privacy and conceal your identity, keeping you safe from hackers or anyone else who might be trying to keep tabs on your online activity. Even when browsing the web in the comfort of your own home, using a VPN is a pretty good idea, especially if you don't like targeted ads. Platforms like Netflix are extremely limited outside of the US. A VPN allows you to connect to hundreds of remote servers in different locations, this way bypassing censorship. I've installed the Nord extension for the Chrome browser, and now with the click of a button, I'm able to change my location. Netflix now thinks that I'm located in the US, and as a result, I'm able to play thousands of additional movies and TV shows that aren't normally available to me in the UK. NordVPN is a secure, fast, and an incredibly easy to use VPN with super fast servers. And with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can't go wrong, especially when you're given 1 month extra for free when you sign up to the 2-year plan using my coupon code Constantine. Again, thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. For more information about them, check out the link in the description. Right, moving on to the living room. This is how the living room used to look, not bad at all. We really love the space and the fact it had a real oak floor. There used to be a door here to the entry to the living room, but we decided to move that. Yeah, the reason we put this opening for the door here, because we wanted a 3-seater sofa, not a 2-seater sofa. So with this door being here, you could only fit in a 2-seater. So yeah, that's the whole reasoning behind that. So after the move in the door further along the hallway, the old gap was patched up, and now we have more space to fit in a larger furniture set. We had paint to us sent from a company called Lick. So we've ordered some samples from Lick, and they send you these square stickers that you can move around your walls. It's so handy, and it helps us pick out our color fast without having to faff around with tester pots. And the paint itself was great quality. So thank you to Lick for sorting out the paint for our living room. We also use the same color in our upstairs master bedroom, but that's gonna be at the end of the video. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Why did I just do that spoiler? So this was what the walls were originally. Now we've gone for this color. This is called Beige 02. Now we're trying a darker color on the feature wall there.
It's Beige 01.
It's called what?
Beige 01, and that's 2. Don't look at
what color are your cheeks then? Red 05. The customer services from Lick is excellent. I had a question about my order and had a reply within the hour with some genuine advice what would work well with our space. So shout out to Lick. I will leave a link to them in the description if you wish to find out more information about them.
No, not like that, Con.
Oh, look at him. Oh
no. That's what you have to be careful of. You see where you've got like a bit of a streak sort of thing in it?
Can you fix this?
Yeah, it's alright. Before it dries
I'm just doing this for the video.
That's alright.
I haven't really been doing any of this.
No, it's alright. You're going to make out you've done the whole bloody house.
So we had real oak flooring in the living room, and we wanted to keep that. However, over the years, it's taken some damage and it had a lot of scuffs on it. So we called upon a service from somebody who can restore it for us. And we also requested if they can take out sort of the orangeness from the oak flooring. You know, in Lightroom, it's pretty easy to do. You just decrease the saturation. But in real life, there was a whole process, and there was like a team that came in and sanded the floors and then stained it with a new oil. So the whole process of sanding and the staining or oiling, whatever they did, took about 1 or 2 2 days. However, we had to wait for about a week for all the oils and the stuff they covered it in to fully absorb into the wood before we could put anything on there. But as you can see, all of the scratches were buffed away and it looks like a whole complete new floor. I'm very happy with the result. And now it was time to start furnishing the room. Now, when it comes to ordering sofas, some places take months on months for you to be able to get your hands on something decent. However, there is a company called Swift who promise a 24-hour delivery on their sofas. So I decided to reach out for them and they have kindly hooked your boy up with a set for the living room. So shout out to Swift. The beauty of Swift is not only they offer a 24-hour delivery service, but this specific sofa, the Model 3, is a modular sofa, meaning you can design it your own way to fit your space. This is an apartment you can get in London for 500k. The assembly process is super simple. It's easier than building Lego, honestly. You just have to click the right modules together and bam, you're good to go. The material is also stain resistant, so you can use a damp sponge to remove any spillages. I mean, for someone like me, that's perfect. I like to have a cup of tea, maybe a glass of wine on the weekends on the sofa, so you never know what can happen, you know? I'm quite clumsy sometimes. Wow, glass of wine, I've changed. Con, you've changed. What I meant to say was pint of Guinness. Anyway, I will leave a link to Swift in my description, and if you need to furnish a space in a quick amount of time, they're the people you need to go to. Also, me and Kirsty had a lot of fun putting these sofas together and playing around with the boxes.
I'm a body positivity Barbie.
We hung up a couple of frames with some abstract line artwork prints inside, and the frames and prints were sent to us from Diseño. I'll leave a link to them in the description. Of course, I installed the Philip Hue spotlights. I paired it to the remote for easy control, and now changing the mood of the lighting is one press of a button away. So next to the IKEA plant, I'm using the LifeX light bar. Did I say that right? Is it LifeX? LifeX? Whatever it is. A lot of people said I said the name wrong in the previous video. I love how diffused the lighting looks from this, but I'm not committed to sticking it anywhere specifically, just because I haven't made my mind up yet. So right now it's laying there, bouncing onto the wall underneath the mirror. So one thing I wish I could improve on is the cable management for the devices that are plugged into the TV and everything Ethernet related. Right now, the basket with the extra cushions is there to hide the messy cables. I mean, one idea in the future I had was maybe we could get rid of that fake chimney wall along with the fireplace, bring the TV down lower and create a floating media cabinet that could host all of the network devices and cables in there, and it will be tucked away neatly. But yeah, that's something maybe I could work on in the future. That coffee table was another IKEA purchase. And yeah, that's the living room. All the decorations on the shelves, again, that was a mix between IKEA stuff and whatever Kirsty found. I don't know where she found these things from. Pinterest. Pinterest is great for finding some good inspiration. Moving on to the second floor, the landing was given the same refresh as the hallways. The woodwork was repainted white. We also installed a loft ladder with a larger hatch opening. Now, a lot of you mentioned that, you know, the doorways were quite small because when I stood next to it, my head was like touching it almost. I'll agree with you, it is quite small, but it's something that doesn't bother me at the moment because I'm actually not hitting my head anywhere, so it's fine. If I was bashing my head every time I walked into my room, I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, make those larger. One thing I wasn't a fan of was how flimsy the doors felt. Now, because they were so thin, they were quite light, so they didn't have any good weight to them. And if we were buying new doors, we'd have to spend money on 4 doors upstairs, which is something we didn't want to do because doors are stupidly expensive, especially the premium feeling ones. And all the nice premium ones that I've seen are all larger than our doorway openings. So if we did buy new doors, we'd also have to spend more time and money money on making the doorways larger. So we went about this in a more cost-effective way. We stuck a sheet of MDF board at the back of the doors, and now they've got this extra weight and they feel a lot more solid, which is exactly what I was looking for. We also changed the door handles and made them the same across the whole house. We also ditched the old wooden handrail and found this slick black steel looking one on eBay. So after the landing got its fresh lick of paint, the carpet was next. I'm also going to assume that you're a faithful subscriber who has been following my house renovation series, and that you've seen my office transformation, and you've also seen Kirsty's room transformation video. If you haven't and you enjoy watching these types of videos, then I will link them somewhere here on screen, or they'll be in the description, they'll be in the pinned comments. Have a look, check it out for yourself. But getting back to this video, this is how the master bedroom used to look like. You know, same story with the wallpaper and the Arctic ceiling. This needed to be stripped off, and then the walls were replastered and they were ready for painting. Storage wise, there used to be this wardrobe there, but we felt that we could have a built-in wardrobe to utilize more of the space in the room as opposed to ordering a new wardrobe. So it was made custom for us from MDF boards, and then it was painted. And all of this was being done for us whilst we're on our filming jobs. So unfortunately, I don't have loads of time-lapse clips to show you. I just have these before and after pictures. So I hope that's okay. Look, our bed arrived. The wardrobes are done, carpets in, beds here. We're almost there. I could finally sleep here instead of the mattress topper. One more bit we're setting up is the chest of drawers. Okay, well, the master bedroom is pretty much complete. It's got one last final touch that needs adding to it, and that is the LED lighting around the whole room. Now, this is pretty much exactly what is in my room, so I'll show you what we're dealing with. This is the coving. Now, I've not seen inside of it, so there might be like bugs and dust in there, but the Philips Hue light strip will go all the way along there. And some of you have been asking, how do you get power to that? Well, when the room was stripped of its wallpaper, and before the plastering was done, all the electricals were being sorted. So we have an electrical wire here. So the Philips Hue strips are going to be connected to this, and then this is going to be hidden somewhere inside the coving or maybe the wardrobe. So that's up to Big Rich over here. Boss man Rich. Legend Richard. He's shy. He's shy. We'll make you a star.
Did you see on one of Con's videos, everyone was going, "Thank you, Richard," because he said everyone right.
Yeah, he's still here. That's kept him going. So next week, Richard is starting a YouTube channel. He's going to be reacting to other builders' work.
Oh my god.
He's just going to be slagging it off. Not really, but if you do want to see that, 50,000 likes and that can happen. And these are the Philips Hue lights. So what do we have here? We have... What are you doing? Show me your new tattoo. Kirsty got this done yesterday. The funniest thing is that Instagram filters work on that face. The first bit of lighting is in. This is the 2-meter strip. It's covering that corner over here. So now we're just going to add on the 1-meter strips all the way to the end of the room. And I wish I did this setup for the living room as well, because it creates such a nice chill vibe. Sometimes the spotlights can be quite harsh when they're fully turned on. So yeah, it's nice to have some diffused lighting around the side of the walls when you're trying to unwind. And this room is just big enough for a double-sized bed and then some other bedroom essentials. And by bedroom essentials, I mean a TV. And on my side of the bed, I have a simple floating shelf that was purchased from IKEA. If I had any other unit, I think the entrance to the room will be quite tight, and I'm certain I'd stub my toes every time I'd walk in. So the floating shelf is an ideal solution to fix that problem. And on the floating shelf, I have my essentials. I have a wireless charger for my phone and an Alexa that I use to listen to audiobooks before I go to bed. In addition to all the rooms upstairs, we also have our toilet and bathroom. I'm not planning to show it in this video, same as with the kitchen. Hope you guys are all right with that. Maybe again one day we could do a whole transformation on that space as well. I do have one more space to show you, and this one I'm very excited for. Let me take you there. Come on, let's go. the garage space. So this big empty space, initially I thought, oh, this could be a good studio or it could be a good garage. I already have a studio and I like that that studio is separate from where I live. I'm getting more and more used to the idea of separating home life and work life. I want to get fit, I want to be healthy. I'm gonna set up a gym in here. You know, maybe we can have a treadmill there, a squat rack, a punch bag, a TV, a neon sign that says something cheesy and motivational. I'd say that a transformation video on this is coming out soon, but define soon. When I say soon, do you guys mean like next week? Because I'm talking about next year. I'm talking about 2022. I mean, Josh said Illuminate's coming out soon and it's been donkey years. So yeah, just wanted to show you this space. This is up next. I'm also going to be taking on other projects, helping some other people out to transform their space. I'm going to keep it zipped for now, but so yeah, I've got loads lined up. So if you do enjoy this type of content, sub up to the channel and keep an eye out for the next video. Thanks for watching.